Om Shanti and a very good morning to all. Today we are going to read the Murli dated 7th March 1984. The title of the Murli is Only Karmateet Souls in the Stage of Retirement are Instrument for Service at an Intense Speed. Only Karmateet souls, right? And those who are in the stage of retirement, that means Vanprasthi. So, of course, the meaning of these two words, like the meaning of these two words itself drives us to the, like it helps us to relate to the title of and of doing service at an intense speed. Like if a soul is a karmateet soul, that means कर्मों से अतीत, कर्म करते हुए उससे पार, right? कर्म में नहीं फंसने वाली आत्मा, right? And the second one, vanprasthi, that means who has seen the entire life, देख लिया है सारा कुछ, who has experienced everything, and who has an experience of long time. So बहुत काल का जिसको अनुभव, right? So such souls will be able to serve at an intense speed. Baba also mentions in this Murli about the 3 stages of a soul: the childhood, the youth, and then the karmateet. Further, Baba also, like just I mentioned, he underlines the fact that the purusharth or the effort has to be a long time effort. बहुत काल का किया हुआ ही तीव्र गति से आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं. Right? So let's read the Murli together. And also, while we read the Murli, I would also like you to reflect on these two words, being a karmateet soul and also being a vanprasthi, right? So that we can discuss a few points regarding this towards the end. Right? So Baba says, Madhuban is the land of blessings, the powerful land, the land of elevated company, the land of easy transformation, and the land that enables you to experience all attainments. The land of blessings, the powerful land, the land of elevated company, the land of easy transformation, and the land that enables you to experience all attainments. Having come to such a land, do all of you experience yourselves to be full? That is, filled with everything? There is no lack of attainment of anything, is there? Have you imbibed for all time all the treasures that you have received? जितने खजाने बाबा ने दिए हैं, Baba was asking, have you imbibed all of those? Do you think that when you return from here to your service places, you will become great donors and instruments to donate to everyone these powers and all attainments? Have you experienced yourselves to be destroyers of obstacles and embodiments of solution for all time? Vigna Vinashak or Samadhan Swarup, right? Destroyers of obstacles and embodiments of solutions. So let alone your own problems, you also have to become the embodiments of solutions for those of other souls. अपना तो ठीक है, मतलब कर ही रहे हो, करेंगे, but are you able to do it for others also? Hmm? Are you able to do it for others? I was asking. And see, in yesterday, I believe it was yesterday's Sakar Murli, the blessing, where Baba clearly mentioned that the time to guide someone verbally or to instruct someone verbally through words, times make your mind equal. Or change it through the mind, through the mansa seva, through mansa sakash. Why is this happening? Because see, when the body talks, uh, it straight away talks to the other person. That means the physical sense. देह से बात करती है. And that enhances the other person's ego of not listening. Okay? लेकिन जब आत्मा आत्मा से बात करती है, it becomes quite easy to change their perspective. क्योंकि the soul is talking to the soul when we are doing mansa seva. Right? So that is what Baba is asking. That have you become great donors? Have you become embodiments of solutions for others as well? क्योंकि अभी मुख से बोल के कितना ही किसकी परिस्थिति को आप कम कर सकेंगे, right? You can say a few words, you can make them feel relaxed for at least sometimes, just for some time, but the souls outside need that relaxation, that comfort. The soul needs it, right? क्योंकि बहुत काल की परेशान आत्माएं हैं. So see, we need to have so much of power to do this. Right? Baba says, according to the time, you Brahman souls have now gone beyond being influenced by problems. To be influenced by problems is a childhood stage. The childhood stage of Brahman souls has now ended. So in your youthful stage, with the method of becoming conquerors of Maya, you became Mahavirs. You became rulers of the globe in terms of your service. You became bestowers of blessings and great donors for many souls. This is which stage? This is the youthful stage. Conquerors of Maya. Then you became Mahavir. Then you became the Chakravarti Raja, rulers of the globe. And then you also became bestowers of blessings. You became great donors. So this was the second stage, right? The youthful stage. Further, Baba says you had many types of experience and became Maharathis. You have now arrived at the point in time when you have to attain your karmateet stage of retirement. Only by having the karmateet stage of retirement will you be able to liberate all the souls of the world from the bondage of karma for half the cycle and send them to liberation. That is why Baba is mentioning, has given this name, karmateet, कर्म के बंधन से अतीत. उसमें फंसने वाले नहीं. You can see, you can practice this also while we do traffic control or while we take pauses in between. Many a times it happens that we postpone sitting in yad or sitting in remembrance. We just say that, "Achha, let me do this, let me complete this, and then I will sit." No, Baba has so many times said that it has to be now. apply that full stop now and check yourself. Are you able to detach yourself from that karma now at this point? Or it is taking time for you to come out of that zone? So these are little things. बहुत ज्यादा कुछ बड़ा करना है ऐसा नहीं है. These are very little things. Right? And of course, the definition for karmateet is very deep. It's very deep. इसमें देह की भी बात आई, संबंधों की भी बात आई. इसमें ऑफ कोर्स कर्म तो एक कर्म जितना हम उसको there needs to be a little to start somewhere. So Baba says only by having the karmateet stage of retirement you will be able to liberate all the souls of the world from the bondage of karma for half the cycle and send them to liberation. Only souls who are liberated can enable souls to receive their inheritance of liberation in a second from the Father. सीधी सी बात है ना, जो खुद मुक्त नहीं हुआ वो औरों को मुक्त नहीं कर सकता. Now, if we go to check this, मुक्ति जीवन मुक्ति आत्मा आत्मा को नहीं दे सकती. परमात्मा को वहां पे कुछ भी आना होता है. But, okay, Bible says that even you will have this power. If you have accumulated this for a long time, even you will have this power to of blessings and
Let's be in silence for a few seconds till Deepika then joins back.
I am so sorry for the disturbance. It's raining here, so maybe it's because of that, the network fluctuations. I hope I'm audible. So we'll continue. For instance, Baba says people now go in front of your non-living images in the temples and pray for happiness and peace. Some go to pilgrimage places and pray for something. Some ask for something whilst sitting at home. Some will go in the temples, some will go to the pilgrimage places, and some will sit at home and will ask for something. So, whatever is everyone's capacity, that is, attainment of fruit is according to their power. Yatha Shakti, unko uska phal mil. Okay? Now, Baba will describe this also कि अभी कैसे होगा. We'll check this. Some do this from their hearts whilst sitting at a distance, whereas others go in front of the idols at the pilgrimage places or in the temples and do this for show. Hmm? So they do it out of selfish motives. Hmm? So किसका बल ज्यादा होगा, किसकी ताकत ज्यादा होगी, जो दिल से करता है. Hmm? That is why Baba is saying that the fruit of their attainment will depend on their power. Okay, and will also depend on the, many times Baba says, the bhav, whatever feelings that they have. They may not be able to come to the temple, to the pilgrimage places, but while sitting at home also, they will be able to experience that, that kind of fruit if the heart is clean. Right? और अब भले पिलग्रिमेज पे, तीर्थों पे जा भी रहे हैं, भले मंदिरों में जा भी रहे हैं, but if they are doing it only for show, then they will receive the fruit accordingly. Right? So Baba says, according to these accounts, as are their actions and their feelings, so will be the fruit they receive from them. Now, according to time, they will pray in front of you living idols who are great donors and bestowers of blessings. Now, see, this is the point that all of us need to check personally. अपनी लाइफ में देखने की ये बात है that is there any particular soul? There may be many, there may be a few, there may be just one or two. किसी न किसी को ये भासना कम से कम आती है कि I am actually a deity or I am going to become a deity. किसी को मुझसे ये फीलिंग आ भी रही है कि हाँ ये सच में देवता है. They are different, like she or he is someone really special. No? Because see, Baba is again saying this. Now it has to happen in front of you living idols. हाँ, मतलब जड़ जड़ चित्रों के आगे नहीं, अब हमारे आगे, अब आत्मा के आगे आत्माएं आएंगी. Okay, to ask for something. So we need to check this now only कि कम से कम एक या दो आत्माएं या एटलीस्ट आसपास वालों को क्या ये लगता है that I am going to become a deity. I am very special. चलो very special ना भी बोले मुख से, but are they feeling it? Because we need to check this for ourselves. The great donors, bestowers of blessings we will become. Okay? लेकिन जब कोई मानेगा तभी देवता बनेंगे ना. Who is going to come to the temple otherwise? Who is going to visit the whatever, वो तीर्थों पे अगर हमारे मंदिर बन भी रहे हैं तो कौन आएगा? This will be reflected now, right? So we need to check this now. Wherever we are going, whoever we are meeting, okay? And especially those जो हमारे inner circle वाले होते हैं ना, जिनसे ज्यादा connection होता है. So are they feeling it? नजदीक वाले जो होते हैं, are they understanding that this person or this soul is very special or has something special? If not, then it's a checking for us. Right? Yesterday, while I was reading this Murli in Hindi, I just got this thought of कितने हैं मतलब जो सच में ये accept करते that I will be a great donor. Donor and वरदानी मूर्त ये तो बहुत बाद में आएगा. Right, right. So that is why Baba is saying, why this checking point? Because Baba is mentioning that it has to happen now in front of you, living idols. ये जड़ चित्र तो तुम्हारे बाद में बनेंगे, पहले तो अभी अभी अभी. Right? Further, he says, some will go to the service places like temples, some will reach the great pilgrimage place Madhuban, and some will have visions whilst sitting at home and experience revelation through their divine intellect. पहले भक्तों की बात थी. right? Now also people will reach out to you, maybe through the centers, maybe they will come and visit Madhuban months, or maybe they will have visions while sitting at home. Now, this will depend on the divine intellect. So, even though they don't come here personally, they will pray with their love and determined thoughts. They will invoke you, living angels, into their minds and ask for a drop of inheritance of liberation. Hmm? तो ये तब भी होगा अगर हमने अभी भी किसी को ज्ञान सुनाया है, मे बी से प्रदर्शनी में, मे बी सेंटर पे कोई आया, उसको जस्ट एक कोर्स का ब्रीफ दिया हो, मे बी कहीं पे पर्चे बांटने गए होंगे, हाँ, शिव संदेश देने होंगे, तो वहां थोड़ा सा ही बोल के छोड़ दिया, संदेश तो दिया ना. सो इन द लास्ट मोमेंट्स या फिर इन द फाइनल मोमेंट्स दे विल recognize those meetings, या फिर they will realize कि अच्छा, so and so was the soul जिसने मुझे ये दिया था, हाँ, पर्चा दिया था, मुझे संदेश दिया था, and then they will start invoking us, right? So कितना कॉन्शियस होके हमको अपना, कितना आत्म अभिमानी होकर हमको संदेश देना, so that that soul realizes it कि अच्छा, this is the final, या कुछ कुछ प्राप्ति होगी तभी वो याद करेगा ना, अंत समय में, नहीं तो वो क्यों ही करेगा, नहीं. That's why Baba is saying they will invoke you, living angels, into their minds and ask for a drop of inheritance of liberation. So, in a short time, you will quickly have to carry out the task of enabling all souls to receive their inheritance. Just as the instruments for destruction have been refined and will thus be instruments to bring about completion at a fast speed, in the same way, you souls who are bestowers of blessings and great donors, with your karmateet angelic forms and your completely powerful forms, will respond to the prayers of all souls and enable them to receive their inheritance of liberation. So I was making an analogy with the refined tools and instruments अभी जो टेक्नोलॉजी निकल आई है उससे, because the refined things are able to serve us at a very fast speed. So ये कर्मातीत stage भी, फरिश्ता stage भी will be a totally refined form, right? And then we will be able to serve others, respond to prayers, right? And then we will be able to take them to receive the inheritance of liberation. So, in order to carry out their task at a fast speed, are you ready as Master Almighty authorities? Treasure stores of all powers, treasure stores of knowledge, and embodiments of remembrance? Huh? Baba's asking, हो गए पूरे? बन गए? The machinery of destruction and the machinery of blessings will work fast together at the same time. You have to be ever ready over a long period of time from now. Bahut kal, as I said earlier also. See, Baba says, you have to be ever ready over a long period of time from now. If those with an intense speed do not practice remaining karmateet and embodiments of solutions all the time, then at the time when there is need for intense speed, instead of being those who give, you will have to be those who simply observe. लंबे काल का अभ्यास नहीं होगा, कर्मातीत स्टेज का अभ्यास नहीं होगा, समाधान स्वरूप का अभ्यास नहीं होगा. The Baba says you won't be able to serve. You will only be able to simply observe. Only those who have been intense effort makers over a long period of time will be able to become instruments for intense service. This is the lovely stage of retirement, which is being free from all bondages, being detached, and doing intense service with the Father. So it is now the time to become those who give, not the time to be still those who take for themselves or for problems. The time when you were always caught up in your own problems has now passed. Mm. Problems are also a creation of your own weaknesses. Mm. Baba's shifting gears of the Murli now, huh? Putting into the next gear. See, problems are also a creation of your own weaknesses. समस्या अपनी ही किसी न किसी कमजोरी की वजह से आती है, right? So any problem that comes from someone else or from certain circumstances is, in fact, the result of your own weakness. When there is some weakness, problems attack through some person or through circumstances. Hmm? He has mentioned this also. Huh? Baba has already mentioned this in a lot of Murlis कि जहाँ कमजोरी होगी वहीं से ही फाइनल पेपर तुमको आएगा, राइट? जहाँ अभी भी वीकनेस बाकी होगी, कमजोरी होगी, माया will come and attack only at that spot. तो उसको भर So Baba says, go beyond that stage and become those who are in the stage of retirement. Do you understand? What is time telling you? What is the Father telling you? Do you enjoy playing with toys even now? What has the creation of people of the Iron Age become like? You hear this in the Murli, do you not? They have become like scorpions and lizards. Therefore, this creation of weak problems also bites you like scorpions and lizards. Do and makes you powerless. बिच्छू टिंडन बाबा बोलता है ना, बिच्छू टिंडन. So therefore, when all of you return from Madhuban, having become full, have the determined thought of having finished all your own problems. However, you must not become a problem for anyone else either. You will always remain an embodiment of solutions for yourself and others. Do you understand? Baba says you come here having incurred so much expense and with so much effort, and so you will easily and constantly continue to receive the fruit of this effort with your determined thoughts. Just as you have had a determined thought for the main aspect of purity, that no matter what you have to tolerate or even if you have to die, you will remain firm in this promise. You consider it to be a sin if there is the slightest fluctuation in your dreams or thoughts. Similarly, to become an embodiment of a problem or to become influenced by a problem also goes into the account of sin. The definition and understanding of the sin is Where there is sin, there will be no remembrance of the Father. There will not be his company. या तो पाप है या तो बाप है. Sin, that is pap, and father, that is bap, are like day and night. So when you have problems, do you remember the father at that time? No, right? You move away from him. Do you not? So then when you get upset, you remember the father, but you remember him as a devotee, not as the one who has a right. Right? वो क्यों होता है? Because we've committed the sin. तो वो अधिकारीपना फिर नहीं आता है. Then we become a bhagat there. बाबा मेरी हेल्प कर दो, बाबा मुझे मदद कर दो. राइट? क्योंकि पाप किया ना, तो पाप he moves away. Further, Baba says, you not. So, do you understand what you now have to celebrate a completion ceremony. You will celebrate the completion ceremony of all problems. Will you not? Or will you just dance? You perform very good dramas. Now hold this function because a lot of time is needed for service. People there are calling out for you, but you are fluctuating here. This is not good, is it? See, this was 1984 when Baba has mentioned this. So now it's almost time, like almost time. Ho hi gaya. They are calling out to you, bestowers of blessings and great donors, and you are crying with an off mood. So therefore, how would you give them the fruit? Your hot tears will reach them too, and they will continue to be afraid. See, how Baba is saying, तुम ही अब तक रोते रहोगे, even you are crying now. तो फिर औरों को कैसे देंगे, कैसे देंगे? Now remember that you are the special, worthy of worship deities with Father Brahma. Acha. We will take the Yadvyar in the end. We will just read Bapdada meeting the other groups. Bapdada meeting the New York group. Do all of you experience yourselves to be the Father's special souls? Do you always have the happiness that just as the Father is always elevated, so you children too are always elevated like the Father? By having this awareness, all your actions will automatically become elevated. As are your thoughts, so will be your actions. So you are special souls who, with your constant awareness, remain stable in an elevated stage. Constantly continue to celebrate the happiness of this elevated birth. You will not have such an elevated birth in which you become a child of God throughout the whole cycle. So in 5,000 years, it is only at this time that you have this alokik birth. You will go into the family of souls even in the golden age, but it is at this time that you are the children of the Supreme Soul. इसके बाद किसी जन्म की कोई गारंटी बाबा नहीं लेता, बाबा सिर्फ अभी अभी के जन्म की लेता, right? Yeah, he says, therefore, always remember this speciality. Always remember that you are a Brahman from an elevated family with an elevated religion and with elevated actions. Shreshth Parivar, Shreshth Dharam, Shreshth Karam. Shreshth Kul hoga. So continue to move forward in this awareness at every step. Let the speed of your efforts be calling in. Merged in just the one. By staying in the remembrance of the one and remaining stable in a constant stage, you will continue to experience peace, power, and happiness. Where there is the one, you will have the first number. So all of you are number one. Are you not? Is it easy to remember one or many? The Father makes you practice just this and nothing else. Is it easy to pick up 10 things or just one? Baba, just one. So it is very easy for your intellect to imbibe the remembrance of one. The aim of all of you is very good. Since the aim is good, you will continue to develop good qualifications. लक्ष्य अच्छा है तो फिर लक्षण भी अच्छे उठाएंगे. अच्छा, we will quickly take the yad pyar. To those who have been intense effort makers over a long period of time, to the children who are ever ready for intense service, to the children who are world transformers, and so transformers of problems and embodiments of solutions, to the elevated souls who remain constantly merciful and loving and cooperative with devotee souls and Brahman souls, to those who always remain beyond problems, to those who remain in the karmateet stage of retirement, to the children who are complete, Bhaktadas love, remembrance, and namaste. From us children to our beloved Bhaktada, love-filled remembrance and namaste. Thank you, Baba. So we will take a minute of silence, reflect the points from the Murli, and then share. Om Shanti. We can unmute and share points from the Murli.
Om Shanti, Deepika Ben. You gave us a big loaded churning to do, and I think I've just done 20% or 30% churning. The two things, Vanaprastha and Karmati. See, in Hinduism, we know, there's Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. And each of these stages, they speak of the responsibilities, the karmas, the spiritual practices. And it's so lovely. Each of these stages, according to the rhythm of the human body and rhythm of nature. I just take Vanaprastha from there. According to that practice, Vanaprastha means going to forest, giving up all my earlier, the Grihastha activities. And this will only happen if I have fulfilled my Grihastha responsibilities. If I have a daughter to be married, I cannot enter Vanaprastha according to that. And then they speak of sannyasa, which is actually detached from moksha, spiritual practice. So for me, here in Baba's knowledge, Vanaprastha is the stage which we have to first go. So when we got the knowledge, the everything, leaving the old body, leaving the old world, and leaving and getting connected to one, going beyond that, once you get to know the Father, is reaching a new stage. So that is immaterial whether you're 22 when you got the knowledge or whether you were 72 when you got it. The Vanaprastha starts for us from that time and not according to what was fixed by Hinduism. So this is the time when first you have to know to go beyond. That's why Baba says, become bodiless, go beyond the old world, leave behind. Then only you can come out to enable souls for the next stage. Then once you have finished all your actions of your karma, if you have finished all your deha ki bandhan or deha, once you know the difference between both deha and deha bandhan, no attachment, that stage will lead you to the end, which is the final stage, which is karmateet. And the qualifications of karmateet are so much. They are calm and cool. And there are many more you can speak of. But taking today's Murli, what Baba said, I think I'll just say, I got to know the Father, I move forward, obstacles come, no Maya, I go beyond, I leave behind, I lead others to light. That comes my stage of karmateet, when I can lead people to liberation, when I have no confusion. So I think from Vanaprastha, it is a karmateet state. I've just tried to throw some light on it. Om Shanti.
Yes, yes, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. So true, and very nicely you related to how Hinduism takes it and how we must, pursue this. A very different aspect. Very nice. Anyone else would like to add?
So Baba also said that the weaknesses, problems are also the creation of our own weaknesses. So we have to go beyond the problems. Okay, so circumstances, everything will come, but we have to conquer them. So we have to make our stage to that extent powerful. So, so that weaknesses or the problems cannot attack us, we will go beyond that. So that also happens with the power of remembrance. So yeah, so that's the takeaway. And this karmati, then and the retirement. Yeah, so I was also thinking the same way that karmati now I think it has a different stage in karmati. So the first stage would be to go beyond where we stay in remembrance and then help others to move forward, where we show them the way to proceed or show them to reach the ultimate goal, ultimate light. And the other is the retirement. I mean, that is the last where we settle all our karmic accounts and we become light and then live in the world, but we don't experience this world. It's a stage equivalent of Parandam. When we are in Parandam, we don't experience anything. Right? Similarly, towards the end, when we become perfect, when we are free from our bondages or sins, the soul becomes so light, and then we start experiencing Parandam here in the godly world. So that's the highest stage of Parandam. I mean, karmateet. Also, thank you.
Yes, yes. Very nice. Thank you. Yes, anybody else would like to add, would like to share any other point?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother.
Actually, when Baba talks about karmateet and retirement, what I personally feel, as in the Murli, it has been said regularly in today's Murli also, that what that is in the present is the outcome of the past. And we are all responsible of the situation prevailing now. That is just the outcome of our karma, which we have done in the past, and what that we want to have in future. If we are working according to that, if our karma is according to that, it will be like that. But now the word karmateet is just the opposite. It is just very different from that. That what karma we are doing, we are not getting affected by that. No good, no bad. Basically, we can just correlate with the karma that is done in the Satyug, that there is no effect of that. It comes in such a way, Baba, when comes in this Purushottam Shangam Yuga, gives us the first knowledge that you are a soul and you are a child of the Supreme Soul. And by adding that knowledge and by inculcating that knowledge in our practical life, and when Baba again tells that I am Karan Karavanhar, you are just Karnhar. Later in Gita, it has been said, you are not even Karanhar, you are just a spectator. Again, it is said, you are not only a spectator. That is, if that comes in our belief and we become really the Gyan Sarupa, that what that is going on is being done by the Father, Karan Karavanhar, I am just an instrument. In the later stage, when we really become Gyan Sarupa, that factor comes, karmateet. That whatever karma has been done or we are doing it, we are not getting affected by that. We are not getting affected by good or bad. We are at ease. Why? Because Baba has given the knowledge. You are a soul. That was the information in the initial part. But later on, the moment we started becoming Gyan Sarupa, Gyan Amurta, we become Safalta Sarupa, Safalta Amurta. And in that process, that retirement takes place. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. And yeah, anyone else would like to add to anything? Would like to share any other point? Okay, Rocky sister, shall we move towards the meditation then, little bit?
Yes.
Yes.
So taking the moment of silence, I, the soul, I simply detach myself from everything around. Slowly moving out of all the bodily relationships. The bondages, the bondage of my own sanskars, the bondage of this physical body. I detach myself from all the materialistic stuff and I stick in the consciousness of my original form, the form of light, the form of unlimited radiance. I am only a glowing base of light. I am only a spark of light. Detached, completely free from all the bondages. I belong to the land of silence. I belong to the land which is away from all sort of sounds. I belong to the land of light. My original home, my space. I visualize myself sitting beside Baba in Paramdham, absorbing all the light. Baba is making me free from everything. And I experience my original form of light very deeply. I come back to this land. I enter this body, but just with one thought, that I am light, light in thoughts, light in words, light in deeds. Whatever I will do, whatever I perform, is my part, is my role. I am totally detached. I am just playing a part. And I will play this very beautifully. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Shanti.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Deepika. Thank you, Divine Family. We shall connect again tomorrow. Until then, have a beautiful day. Om Shanti.